Okay, PlayStation Doom loaded. MAP46, unknown territory. And yet another map that was made by both of us. Although my role was fairly minimal with this one, the only area I did was the yellow key area, which I'll probably take first anyway, but this map is also off to a pretty hectic start, although not as hectic as map 96, but right, so this is what the yellow key area is, so this is all of my doing, so I should take these, use this torch, and it'll lower this little thing. Alright, and as you can probably tell, this area has like trap, the word trap written all over it, and this is your way out, and it can be recognized by looking at this wall right here. So the lights go a little bit more darker now, so it turns a little bit more, or it's kind of a poor man's way to build up some tension. Let's use that one, and we'll get the key. Except that it has its consequences. Some of these sectors will be lowered and making this area way more open than it would have normally been. And actually this area, I think it was way more darker in some of the earlier versions. Or it could be that I might have changed my sector light mode settings from the options. Not really sure on that, but I do remember that this area used to be pretty dark. But it was probably changed at some point, because it was like, not exactly pitch black. I think that would probably be a bit of an overstatement, I guess, but it was pretty dark, from what I remember. And that's a soul sphere. And remember that switch that... Oh, never mind. I was actually thinking of one of my earlier attempts, and this was the switch that I was about to mention. Shoot it, and you'll get that one. But I'll spare it for later, because as you can probably tell, this map takes some influence from the courtyard, so we got these mini pickups everywhere, so I might want to spare some of these at least for later. And needless to say, move around, and there is different traps that they reveal, but it's not as bad as you think. Plenty of space, and of course we have a ton of weapons, so it's not that bad really. Alright. Let's start managing the crowd a little bit. Oh, thank you. Alright, that ought to take care of those guys. Alright, now it's all dead and silent. Just the way I like it. Nothing but, oh, yeah, there's that secret. And this can be lowered by walking over here. It's kind of a silent one, you can't really hear it, but you can still see it. And there's actually a way to lower that, but we can't do that just yet. But in the meanwhile, I guess we could take this lift, and let's prepare ourselves, because... okay, that didn't quite work. Oh, that Spectre apparently got killed. Must have been that Revenant, I guess. And I think there was a secret teleporter in here. here somewhere. It should take you to the grenade launcher. I think it was in here, maybe? Ah, here it is. And that's how you get the GL. Alright, let's continue our exploration. But first I'll take these shells. I don't want to take this yet. I want to take the other one first. Careful. That trap actually can be quite deadly, but fortunately I managed to cheese it out properly. Alright, now it's time for us to go over here. And this, I would say, is probably the hardest moment of this map, mostly because there are lots of specters, and soon we'll face some nightmare imps and stuff, so they are pretty hard to see here. So, alright, is that everything? And kids, don't ever dare to place 2 reverbs in the same area, because if you do, this is what you get. I mean, and you can thank me for that. But fortunately that's already fixed, so it's gonna be updated in the next version. But in the meanwhile, we need to find a way to obtain that key. And you are apparently a Superman of some sort. Alright, now this is the part where these specters and nightmare imps take over, so hopefully we can fight our way out. It's actually surprisingly easy to get cornered here. Like, even, it seems like you have plenty of space, in a way. Or it could be just that I feel a little bit nervous sometimes when I'm using a USB controller to play. So, could be that as well. Wow. That's a proper effort, I'd say. Let's see. Who is that? Alright, and then there's this BFG secret. Need to remember how to get to it. Ah, never mind. I think it was one of the teleporters in the middle. I think it was, one of these. Yeah. That's the one. We're at 580. Can I get like 20 cells from somewhere? Is it too much to ask? I guess it could be. Ah, damn it. My SSG usage is just out of control. But I mean, it is one of the most iconic video game weapons that you can have, and particularly when you are playing on PlayStation, or whether it's Doom64 or PlayStation Doom, the sounds are just so badass that it's psychologically more satisfying to use an SSG here, so I don't care. Alright, now we should have everything. Actually, we don't have this secret, and never mind, now that I think of it, there's this area. that we have to visit. This is kind of an optional area, really. Doom 2 Map 18 flashbacks. And this map, or this area actually used to have blinking lights in one of the earlier versions, but thank goodness that was removed, because that really isn't good for your eyes. Let's use this wall, and I believe that's the last scene. Yes, 7 out of 7, and I believe the rest of the enemies are in here. Nice try there. Really? Alright, now we have all the kills, so what do I need? I need some big time shells. Please? I think this area might have had at least. Oh, there. I don't know. I've been kind of heavy on shells, as I usually like to use a lot of SSG, but why not? Is there anything inside the starting room? There used to be one box of shells in here, but well, I guess that's fine. So, no fancy water exit teleporters this time around. It's just a switch, but still, it's an exit. So let's get the hell out of here. Yeah, that's unknown territory. Yeah, it's a Doom 2 Map 18 kind of a setting. So, but I'd say this map is slightly more different in a way, and slightly tougher, I would say. And it's mostly because of the red key trap, which is kind of tricky because you can't really see some of the monsters and stuff. And also the yellow key trap can be quite deadly if you do this from a pistol start. But fortunately, you can get those keys in pretty much any order you like. So it really just so there's always room for different strategies and different options, different weapon usage and whatnot. So this is really that bad. But yeah, it's a nice map. So then we're gonna move on to the next one. Oh man, the fortress. This is the Citadel-inspired one. I have to say that this map is among one of my favorites. It is, I liked it the first time I played it, and when MAP46 showed me this level, I liked it. And the Citadel has always had I've had a bit of a soft spot for that, always. Even though you could kind of say that the Citadel is a bit of an odd map in a way, but yeah, more about that in the next video. So, MAP47, that's coming up next. But thanks for the company, and see you around.